Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Yes, let's get this day started. Hope everybody's well. Steve, good morning. Barbara, Sony, good morning, good morning. I think I'm streaming on 2 other platforms today, so we're gonna see how that goes. What's up, Emily? Good morning. Yeah, so ready to be done at this place. It's starting to become a mental drain. So that box there, Barbara, was chat for the other platforms, but it was a little too big. I just got rid of it for right now. So I believe I'm live on Twitch and Kick now, I think. Yeah, we're just, main goal trying to reach out to some more people. Just trying to make the stream as best as we can. Thank you. you can still see there's a lot of metal underneath what we're standing on. I've asked them to keep flipping this shit over, but it seems like it's just falling on deaf ears. Thanks, crazy. What's up, boo boo? Boo boo, I think you got my favorite name out of everybody. I don't know. I just like saying it. That's a bridge I'm not ready to cross, Barbara. That is a bridge I'm not ready to cross. What's up, James? Welcome, Syracuse. Yeah, it doesn't help that I don't like really being on camera. Yeah, bro. Welcome in, James. Welcome in, sir. Wheat Bix, welcome. Helly, what's up? This little edge here cleaned up. That way when we throw some pieces back here, when the guy has got to come and pick it up by hand, everything would be loose and they're not trying to fight a piece getting it out of there. A lot of cleanup. For those that are new here, this was a 5-story building made of concrete, which was reinforced to the max. I think this is the most rebar I've ever seen in a structure in 20 years. We're getting close to the final stages of cleanup here. Still got to get down to the slab and pull slab and footers, but we gotta get all this processed on top before we can get that shit done. Yeah, I thought about wearing a face mask, but I vape so much it doesn't really work. No, I absolutely hate it. Even during the thing that we can't talk about in 2020, I didn't even wear a face mask, bro. I'd go in a grocery store, people would look at me like I was crazy. What's up, Lane? Good morning, sir. Lane, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with it, dude. Because as of right now, I think the reason why they were crying about the pieces being too big, they got trucks here hauling the shit off, so I'm not 100% sure what is going on, man. There's answers that nobody's giving me. Some weird shit going on. How we would have been done days ago if they would just take this material that, like I have in front of me right now. This shit's perfect for a crusher. Absolutely perfect. But they want it smaller than this, so we're spending hours making shit like 4-inch minus. What's up, Russia? There's no way I can pronounce that name, so I would assume you're Russian. What's up, brother? See all these pieces right here, perfect, man. Appreciate it, bro. So I actually I decreased the resolution. I was doing 1440, but I'm down to 1080. There's a couple things I need to change. Obviously, I can't see the Twitch or the Kick chat right now. It wouldn't let me readjust the size of the thing, so I just took it off right now. Hey James, do me a favor, bro. Go to Twitch and search my name and see if I'm actually live on it. It's kind of hard to tell from the mobile app without stopping and using my other phone. If you don't mind, sir. It was Dusty Demo 360, all caps is what I made. Yeah, I was, and I just think, obviously being on a mobile connection, it wasn't doing its full potential, and I think that downgrade might have actually worked better. All right, so obviously you're following on Twitch, huh? Nice. Sorry, Twitch, I can't see your chat right now. We can blame it on Barbara for not liking the chat box on the screen. What's up, Layden? M. Layden? Nah, you're good. I'm just giving you a hard time. It was too big on the screen. I'll give you that. But it wasn't letting me adjust it on the fly, so. Well, actually, I was going to say, Contreras, that, you know, since I give you such a hard time, I got to give it to somebody else a little bit, give you a break. Hey, do me a favor, Crazy. Go to kick.com and do the same thing, please. Or if somebody's got a Kick, jump on there, see if you could see if I'm live there. I would appreciate it. we're starting to get into some things that are tangled up down here. We're going for a change, Barbara. We are going for changes. Trust me, I don't like change either. See, honestly, I wish Dude was over. You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna go with the flow and do my thing. Not many. I'm assuming that you're gonna say yourself. That's pretty crazy. No, I probably had more fraudulent charges on my credit card online than Barbara's probably bought. Nice. If anybody would be so kind, leave me a follow at Twitch, leave me a follow at Kick. I'd appreciate it. Obviously, if you have an account, that'd be great. If you wanted to make one, even better. I'd love you forever. Yes, please. Pin those in the comments if you can. Well, Barbara, I wish you would have found me first so I could have been the first one to scam you. I'm just kidding. We don't scam around here. What's up, Token? Welcome back, bro. Haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, that's too bad. I hate hearing that. $70K, that's a lot of money. Yeah, Neil, we're getting closer, bro. If, like I said a little while ago, if we weren't having to basically run all this material down to like 4-inch minus, basically the deal was we make this 12 inches and smaller, and they would take all the material from us. But it's very, very time consuming. So I would say they added on at least another week's worth of work, maybe more, having to do this. Especially since I'm the only muncher out here. Sorry, Barbara. Didn't mean to get you upset. Awesome, crazy. Fuck yeah. I hate to laugh, but that is kind of funny. No, that's too bad. Hey, a piece of copper. Haven't seen much of that in this. Is that a piece of copper? Nope. Paint. So I haven't been over here working. Literally, I've been over on the other side of this little pile right here. We're just trying to fly through this as much, at least get all the metal out, and then we can focus on making shit smaller. Yeah, yesterday's stream, guys, I was dying over there, man, trying to keep my eyes open. It's so monotonous and boring. So boring. Honestly, Barbara, I don't know how to answer that question or that statement. Mostly all bad. If I wasn't sitting here chatting with y'all, it would be absolutely bonkers. See, I don't get how he's not found some bigger shit to throw over here. Smashing on this little shit, man, just gets boring. I know there's got to be some big pieces up under here still. What's up, Gary Murphy? Ireland, hey? Nice. We get people from all over the world. I love it. Smash that like button, guys. Oh, what's up, John? Thanks, appreciate it. Trying to. I wish I could find some. No, we're just trying to get down to the slab. That way we know there's absolutely nothing down here. And I think I just touched it. I think we just hit slab. Yep. Yeah, that's the edge of it right there, actually. Was that about 6 foot? This is probably 10 foot. Yeah, there's still a lot of material here, guys. Still a lot of material. No, it's just kind of the way Georgia is, bro. You'll have like patches of green and then commercial. Patches of green, then commercial. We're in a pretty populated area. So obviously, if you can see the red light right over here. I don't know if I can zoom in. You got the red light. You take a left there, And less than a quarter mile, there's Publix and like a huge shopping center. I don't know if you guys have seen this dude. He's been sitting here. I got here at 6:30 and he hasn't moved from that spot. I don't know what his deal is. No, there's a bunch of that shit, Barbara. It's funny, isn't it, Michael? I thought the same thing, dude. That's actually hilarious. Bro, you know what? We're not even going to talk about that subject, man. Those dudes destroy what I call the shit house. It's so nasty, man. Right? Honestly, I only go in there if I absolutely have to. Dude, there's no common courtesy. I don't really want to go into details, but you guys can just imagine. John, the new window is actually at the dealership. Oh, when? I thought you said when do I? When did I? No, window's still smashed, bro. If I was breathing dust in, or it was completely open, obviously, I'd be more hard-pressed about getting it installed, but honestly, I could probably wait till I get the job done so I don't have to be down. while they fix it. I got the tint guy on standby. We're gonna get it tinted up again. You guys can see through it pretty good with the camera. We're actually gonna go a little darker. We're gonna go a little darker this time. Silicon. What, Silicon Valley? No, a company comes out and cleans them every 2 to 3 days, and it doesn't matter, man. A couple hours after they done scrubbed them and cleaned them, it looks like some kind of battle went on in there. Yeah, you are in hell then. Well, welcome, bro. Appreciate you being here, Richard. So I did ask the superintendent yesterday, finally, what they're going to be putting in replace here, and my assumption was right. They're putting in apartments. Yeah, exactly. Fucker. So, bad news, guys. Probably no stream tomorrow. I got a doctor's appointment. Well, I got 2 doctor's appointments, and then I got to take my car to the dealership. So, high likelihood that I won't be coming in tomorrow. Dude, I don't Guys, I'm not sure what happened. Richard, so I don't know. Am I back, guys? Alright. So basically, instead of hauling this shit off, the grading company out here said they would take it, but we had to get it to a certain point. All this shit needed to be 12 inches or smaller, which, even though doing it still saves the company a lot of money from hauling it off. So that's why we're doing it. Obviously, even if we were hauling it, as they were loading the truck up, they'd throw a lot of this shit off to the side. But no, you're absolutely right. It is a tedious process. But regardless, the material's got to get munched up or processed any way you look at it. This was a 5-story concrete building, so you can only imagine 5 stories of concrete just pancaked on each other. It's a lot of material to go through. It took a week to get the building down, but hell, we've been processing for like 3 or 4 weeks now. We're still live on my we back up and running, guys, because I can see it on my other phone. It looks like we're good. Yeah, DT, exactly. And we were hauling it, I don't know, a couple miles down the road, but they quit taking it because their yard was full, and then they wanted us to haul it to their other yard, which is like triple the distance. Instead of being like a 45-minute turnaround, it would have been like a 2-hour turnaround. So even though we're having to do all this shit, it's still better just to leave it on site for these guys. It's job security, more or less. When I left last week to that other job that I was on, it really put a dent in things. See, he's throwing all this shit on top of this. I've asked him a couple times to go ahead and get this big shit exposed and flipped up. But now it seems like we're literally covering it with material. So I can just tell from where we're at, this was like the middle of the building. Yeah, there's some solid shit right here still. Yeah, bro, come on. Fly over here real quick. You can run the machine all day. Alright, we're going to get up on this little pile here in front of us and work this back. There's a lot of wires sticking out from behind me. I'd like to get out. Hell, it doesn't even matter. Anywhere I go, there's still a shit ton. These are some big ass solid plates right here. There's a bunch of them. Let's see if I can show you guys. Heavy. Even though they look small, they're heavy. Oh, you're gonna make me blush. Get a little material under our tracks right here so we're not bouncing everywhere. It's crazy if you ever watch other operators run a machine. They'll sit and be bouncing like crazy for hours, and it literally takes 10 seconds to fix yourself, and they just won't do it. I don't get it. I'm glad you reminded me. I forgot about it. I need to go check it out. Yeah, I would love to. I'm telling you, if I have a really flat surface and brand new teeth on a bucket, I can flip a quarter into it. Haven't done it in a couple years, but sure, it's like riding a bike. You don't forget. It's just having the proper equipment to do it. It sounds like a plan. Yeah, it's piqued my interest. Doing now, instead of try to save some time, instead of spinning all the way around and throwing it into the pile, we're going to make a little pile and then try to grab it all at once. The key when you're running the machine is try to make all the movements count. Think about like time and shit. Imagine if I did this every time, go all the way around, come back, do it again over and over again. How many seconds you spend not doing anything. So what you do when it's feasible, get you the thing, do a little quarter turn, and then I can come back and grab it all at once. Same goes if you're like loading material into a truck. You don't want to, you're spending money on those trucks being here, and the only way they're making money is if you got them on the road loaded. So you want to get them loaded as fast as possible and get going. And I imagine if you're taking half turns every time to put one bucket in, it's going to kill you. We got a big ass piece here. I can see the whole ground moving. Definitely seems like we're getting some better battery life, jumping it down to 1080 instead of 1440. I'm still at, let's see, I'm at 60% still. We've been streaming an hour 11 minutes. Yeah. So honestly, I thought so until I come to this building. This building makes it look like there was nothing in the jail. But yeah, they had things like up under the floor. Like, so if you did try to like tunnel out of the building, you'd hit another concrete wall under the ground and shit. I had done another jail, I don't know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago now, and it had more metal and rebar in it than this last one I did. The banks are easy, besides the bank vault. Hydration time. Yeah, banks are like pretty much any other building. Besides when you get to the vault, that's where the fun happens. Well, hell, you saw crazy. We got through that bank vault with the 490 in what, an hour we had it done. That last bank vault was pretty simple. No, all the jail doors were still there. So 2 of the guys got stuck in one. They got stuck in a solitary door. They sat and beat the window for, I don't know, 20 minutes with a sledgehammer, and it's like tempered bulletproof glass. Had to go get the demo saw and literally cut the glass out with the saw to get them out. Yeah, it was hilarious. I wish I would have got that shit on stream. Dude, you ain't getting through the vault with a car. You ain't doing no smash and grab with that. You need a lot of horses. No. All that shit you see in movies, them breaking into bank vaults, it's the movies for you. Not sure. I thought I had another one to go to before I come to this job. I like doing banks. They're fun. Yeah, I'd rather be tearing down buildings, non-concrete structures. Because you always end up dealing with this here after you do a concrete building. Now, if I had another machine with the similar type of attachment that I have right now, we would have probably already been done. I definitely requested it, but never happened. Yep. You reception at its most. Sorry guys, I wish this was a little more exciting, but this is what you're getting. I don't know, John. I was wondering the same thing. I appreciate it, Sonia. I just feel bad, dude. I appreciate that. So I know, like right here, like I said, this was like the opening when you walked into the front door. I don't know, I don't want to call it a gallery, but a certain word I'm looking for. But it was all open, and then you continued walking this way. And they had an elevator, I don't know, probably right here, and then another elevator on the other side. Yeah, reception area. There you go. All right, we're down to 45% here, and after I get done with this column around this area, I'm gonna attempt to put the charger on the phone. I don't know if it's gonna overheat or not. You can thank Amazon for fucking up. my order and not getting me my my fan cooler. We're definitely hitting something now. Let's get these out of our way before we get a hose. Get you guys a cool little shot of it cutting. Let me get in there. So we just wanted to shorten those a little bit so we can dig around and not worry about catching our hoses there. Yep. They're actually getting kind of wore down. They used to cut really good. I mean, they still do a pretty good job, but see what we can find here. Definitely something right here. I don't know if it's the elevator pit. Look, I can see a hole here. You guys see it? Let's find out what it is. See, now you guys can tell what I was meaning. He keeps covering up the shit that we need to be pulling out. I believe, like I said, this was the reception area. Look, now there's even another hole down here. What's up, dopamine? That was a rock that just flew up and hit the window. Alright, now there's something running sideways here. I think this is more of the floor. It's floor stacked up on each other. We're not going to be able to get them out until this pile gets moved on top. Yeah, it's moving all the way down. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get that out. There's too much material on top. And look, I'll show you the intelligence. Look at the fucking dude on the fucking hose, right? None of us are working over there. We're all working here, and he's spraying that shit. Little piece of copper pipe. What's up, Sea Shepherd? The Whale Wars reference, I like it. I'm all about saving the whales. As you guys can as you guys can see, we're down to the slab over here. We're getting there. Definitely getting there. But these last few feet are going to be just littered with material. Yeah, I used to watch that show. Hunting all the whales, dude. That's pretty grimy. Come on, guys. Somebody smash that like button. Let's get up to 50 likes. I don't even know if I've gotten any subscribers today. It's been kind of stagnant. I know this. That's why I know this shit is not fun to watch. So I appreciate y'all for being here. Nah, I don't think it's your comments. The chat always pops off in the morning, and then it kind of just it winds down. That's when I end up feeling like I need to end it. Gotta make sure I don't pull this shit too hard because it could break away and put that rebar right through the window. What up, Nick? How you been, bro? They must got you busy because I haven't seen you but once this week. What's the big building? Is that the triangle building? The one that we're gonna blow up? Or are you at the building off of Circle 75? Next to the Brave Stadium? Wildlife One. Bro, the other day I was flipping through YouTube Shorts and I come across a video. I said, "The fuck is that?" I said, "That looks familiar." And then I looked down, saw your name, and I was like, "Oh wait, that's me." Oh, we'll be out there live. Yeah, I saw that video, Nick, and forgot what building it was I was tearing down. I was like, that fucking asshole didn't even tag me in it. What's up, Reddy? Need one more light, guys. Come on with it. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Oh, did you? Oh, my bad then. Forget what I just said. Alright guys, we're gonna plug this charger in since we're in unfamiliar territory. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna overheat really fast or what, but really? Hold on. My bad. It doesn't like those cracks. It doesn't get a full suction. Alright. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to overheat and kill the stream. If it does, just know we're going to get it taken care of, and I'll be back on Monday. Yes, sir. Yeah. No. It's not something they can take care of with the fucking hammer? Right? He can't. It can't just pile up for a little while. Or is it? Which way is the fucking water hose running? Can I go around? Oh, go around this way, or? All right. Well, I'll go over there and do it real quick. About where I'm sitting, there's some big shit over here. See if you can flip it up for me. There's two. There's at least two floors. I've already popped through them, but they're there. All right. Fuck, bro. I'm not even fucking worried about those fucking guys, man. I don't get why he can't just sit and fucking pile that shit up, man. We're too worried about what the fuck these other guys are doing. Alright, I guess we're going on a little road trip, guys. Later, Barbara. I mean, more or less. I mean, I could if I just sit and munch the shit. You're about to see, Void, because this dude's throwing out pieces of fucking concrete that he doesn't want to load into these dump trucks. And I don't understand why it's so important to do it right now. Like what? I'm going to make one dump truck load? Like, dude's so fucking worried about these fucking guys, man, over here. I don't understand why. Like, look, he got all this fucking material over here. Why the fuck do I need to munch up this pile right now? It's not stopping anything. It's just everything's fucking backwards. It's like, look, they're spraying this fucking pile over here. We're not even working over here. Why are we spraying water on the material that we're not even touching? This shit I'm talking about, guys, that just gets me fucking wound up. Like, why not be spraying on the other side where the fuck we're working? Dude. Yeah, so as I was saying before, obviously you see this pile right here that he's got. They won't load it into the truck. So they're saying this shit is too big for them to handle. So that's why it's taking so long to do what we're doing in this pile, because we're having to fucking make shit smaller than this. Which the deal was, they were gonna crush it, not fucking haul it to another job site. But, you know. I'm over it. So I got another guy above me. Not who I was talking on the phone, but yeah, pixie dust. Top speed, I don't know. That was turtle mode that I was tracking in. I'm sure a couple miles an hour. A few years ago, I had to take a Cat 336. I was in Louisiana working, and I had to go down a fucking a levee, but it was about 3 miles long, and it took, I don't know, hour and a half to go 3 miles, something like that. You know, I'm just gonna say it because I don't give a fuck. You know, I've already tried to call my boss today. I've texted him, I've called him, and I don't get a response. So that pertains to why I just don't even give a fuck. That's why I don't say nothing about the water, because all this shit like that, it just gets to the point where, dude, you know, just fed up, so I just don't even give a shit. That's why it turns into a clown and pony show. I just know what I need to do, and I just do it. Very aggravated, bro. Nick knows. Nick works here, so he knows the feeling. See, like, look, all right, for example, and then I'm not gonna say shit. Got the water hose. They're spraying the pile where nobody's working, right? But I'm right over here. I'm within reach of the water hose. Why not spray where the dust is starting to be made? I mean, am I just dumb to think that, or am I the one that's in the wrong? I don't know. No common sense. Phone is getting really hot. Guys, if it shuts off, I'm sorry. Well, guys, I'm going to end the stream on this note right now. Let me end it. That way it don't just end. If I don't jump back on here in like an hour after the phone charges, I'll see you guys on Monday. I appreciate everybody. I love you guys. Peace.